So, a very good afternoon to all of you. Today, there is a second lecture on network topology. In my previous lecture, I will discuss with you what do you mean by network topology and how a network topology can help us in an electrical circuit to convert a circuit into the graph. In our previous lecture, I will discuss with you that what do you mean by a circuit, and it can be seen that a circuit is basically the combination of some active elements and passive elements. So active elements are those elements which provide energy to the circuit, and passive elements are those elements which use this energy. For example, in case of an electrical circuit, the active elements are voltage source and current source, where the voltage source can provide the voltage to the circuit, and a current source is a source which provide current to the circuit. And the passive elements are those elements, we have resistor, inductor and capacitor, that sources can radiate the energy or you can use the energy. I have also discussed with you people that a network topology is basically a technique or a branch of electrical engineering in which a circuit is converted into a graph, and once a circuit can convert it into the graph, this type of technique is known as network topology. So today's lecture we are dealing how a circuit can be converted into the graph. I had already discussed with you people that when you convert a circuit into the graph, there are two types of graphs available. One is called as ordinary graph and another is called as oriented graph. As it is written on your screen that ordinary graph is a graph in which the direction of the current is marked, whereas oriented graph are those graphs in which direction of current is not marked. That means when you convert a circuit into a graph, there are two types of graphs available. One is ordinary graph, another is oriented graph. So the main difference between the ordinary graph and the oriented graph is only one, that in case of ordinary graph, the direction of current is not given, but in case of oriented graph, the direction of the current is given. Clear? I have also sent you the writing material or the studying material related to my lecture number 1. You all go through this study material and you get a benefit or you can get an idea how a circuit can be converted into the graph. Now let us take an example of problem number 1. Draw the ordinary graph of the circuit as shown in the figure. Now here we have one graph, we have one circuit, and this circuit is basically a combination of active element and passive element, where the active element is voltage source Vs and the passive elements are R1, R2, L1 and C. It is visible on your screen. Uh, as you've seen on your screen that we have one circuit, and this circuit is basically the combination of active element is voltage source, and passive elements are two resistors, that is R1, R2, one inductor, that is L1, and one capacitor, that is C. Now we have to convert this circuit into the graph, and mind it, it is mentioned you have to draw its ordinary graph. So the question is how this ordinary graph can be constructed. Now for obtaining a circuit into the ordinary graph, there are 4 steps that you can use. As already mentioned, there are 4 steps involved for the formation of the graph from the circuit, and it is called as the network topology. Now I can again repeat what are the various 4 steps that you can use for converting a circuit into the graph. The number 1 point, identify the nodes and mark these nodes. I can again repeat. Step number 1 says identify the nodes and mark these nodes. I had already explained you in my previous lecture what are nodes. Nodes are basically those connections or those dots in a circuit where 2 or more than 2 branches are met, isn't it? And junction are those branches, those dots or those connections where 3 or more than 3 branches are met. That means I had already explained in my previous lecture that every junction is a node, but a node may or may not be a junction. That depends how much connection, how much dots are to be available. This is the point number one where we have to be remember while converting the circuit into the graph. Step number two, every branch is represented by a dark line or a bold line. I can again repeat, step number two for making the network topology is each branch is represented by a dark line or a bold line. Step number three, if voltage source present in the circuit, replace it by short circuit. And step number four, if current source is present in the circuit, replace it by open circuit. Now the question is, what do you mean by short circuit and what do you mean by open circuit? This you had already explained or you have already taught in your BEE. A short circuit is a circuit in which current is infinite and resistance is equals to zero. शॉर्ट सर्किट एक ऐसा सर्किट होता है सर्किट में जहां पर उसका रेजिस्टेंस जो है वो जीरो होता है और करंट इनफाइनाइट होती है. Whereas open circuit is a circuit in which the resistance is infinite and current is zero, because you know this resistance and this current are indeed not you can say that proportional to each other. They are inversely proportional to each other. If resistance is high, then current is low, and if current is high, resistance is low. So therefore in case of a short circuit, resistance is equal to zero, that means current is high. And in case of an open circuit, resistance is equals to infinite, current is zero. So by adopting these four techniques, what I have to do, I have to convert a circuit into the graph by keeping all the 4 points in the mind. Number one, identify the node, mark the node. Number two, each branch will be represented by a bold line. Number three, voltage source if present, replace it by short circuit. And number four, current source if present, replace it by open circuit. It is clear? Up till this point, it is clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So you seen on the diagram. So by follow these steps mentioned about, we convert a circuit into the graph. Now you can see how a circuit can be converted into the graph. This is the circuit that you can see on your screen. Now in this circuit, you can see your point number A, point number B, point number C, point number D, point number E, and point number F. These are all called as nodes, because I had already explained to you, nodes are those points where two or more than two branches are met. But at the same time, point number B and point number E are as junctions, because here we have three branches. But as I had already explained to you, every junction is a node. So that means A, B, C, D, E, F are nodes, whereas B and E are called as the junction. Now in network topology, I can treat B and E also as a node. It is clear? It is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now one of the most important thing that you should kept in mind, अगर आपके दो नोड्स के बीच में, अगेन आई कैन रिपीट, अगर आपके दो नोड्स के बीच में कोई भी एलिमेंट प्रेजेंट नहीं है, कोई भी एलिमेंट का मतलब ना कोई एक्टिव एलिमेंट है ना कोई पैसिव एलिमेंट है, तो ये दोनों नोड्स हमारे एक नोड बन सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, यू सी हियर इज ए नोड, हियर इज बी नोड. इन बिटवीन ए एंड बी नोड देयर इज रेजिस्टेंस R1. सो इन दोनों नोड्स को मैं एक नोड नहीं बना सकता. लाइकवाइज B नोड, C नोड, देयर इज रेजिस्टेंस R2. मैं अगेन इनको एक नोड नहीं बना सकता हूं. C नोड, D नोड के बीच में कैपेसिटेंस है, मैं एक नोड नहीं बना सकता. बट यू सी D नोड, E नोड के बीच में क्या कोई एक्टिव एलिमेंट है, क्या कोई पैसिव एलिमेंट है? और C, in
No,
our electrical only 5 elements are present, that is voltage, current, R, L and C. So you see D point, E point के बीच में कोई भी एलिमेंट प्रेजेंट नहीं है, and likewise E point और F point के बीच में कोई भी एलिमेंट प्रेजेंट नहीं है. So I can combine this D point, E point and F point as a single point. So ये जो above सर्किट है, ये कुछ ऐसा मैं बना सकता हूं? क्या मैं इसको ऐसा बना सकता हूं?
Yes,
sir.
एनीबडी हैविंग एनी डाउट कि ये सर्किट मैंने कैसे बना दिया? बिकॉज पॉइंट नंबर डी एंड पॉइंट नंबर ई के बीच में ना एक्टिव है ना पैसिव है, सो आई कैन ट्रीट हेयर एज अ वन नोड, एंड सिमिलरली पॉइंट नंबर ई एंड पॉइंट नंबर एफ के बीच में भी कोई ऐसा एक्टिव एलिमेंट नहीं है, सो आई कैन अगेन ट्रीट एज अ सिंगल नोड. So above circuit can be drawn into just like this thing. So if anybody having any doubt कि मैंने इस सर्किट को ये सर्किट कैसे बना दिया, he or she can ask me, otherwise I will continue. Yeah, shall I continue or anybody having any doubt?
Continue, sir.
Okay, fine. So I can adopt network topology in this circuit. You see, मैंने आपको चार चीजें बताई हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, आइडेंटिफाई द नोड, मार्क द नोड. सो इन दिस सर्किट यू हैव 4 नोड्स एंड दीज नोड्स आर A, B, C, D. तो मैंने क्या किया, अपने ऑर्डिनरी ग्राफ में ये A, B, C और D 4 नोड बना दिए. योर पॉइंट नंबर 1. पॉइंट नंबर 2 कहता है हर एक ब्रांच को आपने रिप्रेजेंट करना है एक डार्क लाइन से या एक बोल्ड लाइन से. दैट मींस ब्रांच नंबर A एंड B, node between A and B, there is one resistance, that is a branch. I can represent it by a dark line. Node number B and node number C, again there is a resistance, that is a branch. I can represent it by a dark line. Node number B and node number D, there is again an inductor. I can represent it by a dark line. Node number C and node number D, there is again a capacitor, that is a branch. I can represent it a dark line. But point number 3 says if voltage source is present, then replace it by short circuit. So you see between the point A and D, node number A and D, there is voltage source present. So I can replace it by a short circuit. This is the symbol of the short circuit. So this is the graph so obtained is called as ordinary graph. So again, I am asking you, is anybody having any doubt how a circuit can be converted into the ordinary graph? He or she can ask me. Anybody having any doubt कि ये सर्किट किस तरीके से ग्राफ में कन्वर्ट हुआ, और ये जो ग्राफ में कन्वर्ट हुआ है ये ग्राफ आपका क्या है, ऑर्डिनरी ग्राफ. कोई डाउट बच्चे? Anybody having any doubt? Shall I continue?
No, sir.
Shall I continue?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so this is the ordinary graph of a circuit like in the above. From tomorrow onwards, I will give you some numericals. On this numerical, you have to make the graphs. This is the simple example that I have I took and explain how a circuit can be converted into the graph, and the technique by virtue of which a circuit can be converted into the graph is called as network topology. Now, this is all about the ordinary graph. Now, I will construct an oriented graph. See how the ordinary graph will be constructed. Now, see, the above figure is the ordinary graph. But if in this graph, that is an ordinary graph, if I mention the direction of the current, the graph so obtained is called as oriented graph. Now, you can see this is the oriented graph. कुछ नहीं किया मैंने, ऑर्डिनरी ग्राफ में ही डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट मार्क करी है. सो डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट जब मैंने मार्क कर दिया तो जो आपका ग्राफ ऑब्टेन्ड हुआ, दैट ग्राफ इज कॉल्ड एज ऑर्डिनरी ग्राफ. क्लियर है? सो यू कैन सी दिस डायग्राम, you can see your this diagram. Now from the graph it is concluded that आपके पास एक ये सर्किट था, आपने इस सर्किट के दो ग्राफ्स बनाए, on the left hand side and on the right hand side. Now on the left hand side you see there is a term called as ordinary graph, and on the right hand side you see a graph that is called as ordinary graph, sorry, oriented. So you see you have one circuit shown in the figure. So I can convert this circuit into the two types of graph. This is called as the ordinary graph and this is called as the oriented graph. The only difference between the ordinary graph and the oriented graph is ordinary graph, the direction of the current is not mentioned or not marked. But in case of an oriented graph, the direction of the current is marked. Now you can see in this circuit current is flow from high potential to low potential. तो obviously current आपकी D से A पे जाएगी. So यहाँ देखिए ब्रांच नंबर 1 में मैंने डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट ऊपर रखी है. इस जब करंट यहाँ पहुंचेगी, करंट इस डायरेक्शन में मूव करेगी, मैंने डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट ये रखी है. B to D, करंट ऑफ डायरेक्शन विल बी ग्रो फ्रॉम B to D, मैंने डायरेक्शन ये रखी है. Likewise B to C, करंट इज फ्लोइंग फ्रॉम R2 रजिस्टर, मैंने डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट ये रखी है. and after that you have C to D, direction of current ये रखिए. That means a graph can be converted into two types. One is called as the ordinary, another is called as the oriented. But the only difference between the ordinary graph and the oriented graph is, in case of an ordinary graph, the direction of the current is marked, whereas in case of an oriented graph, the direction of the current is not marked. So up till anybody having any doubt, he or she can ask me. Anybody having any doubt?
No, sir.
You can see on your circuit, you have A or B, C, D are the four nodes. R1, R2, L and C are the branches. So each branch will be represented by a dark line. And A and D, there is a voltage source, and this voltage source will be replaced by short circuit. So this circuit can be converted into this graph, and this graph is called as ordinary graph, because in this direction of the current is not marked. But if you see on the right hand side, same ordinary graph can be constructed into the oriented graph. Only difference is that in case of ordinary graph, direction of the current is not marked, but in case of an oriented graph, the direction of the current is marked. So if you put the direction of the current on the ordinary graph, the graph so obtained is called as oriented graph. Now it is clear to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So after that, you have, once you can completed the ordinary and oriented, there is one more important term that comes into the picture, and this is called as complete incident matrix. This is known as CIM. The full form is complete incident matrix, and it is denoted by capital A subscript small a. And what do you mean by this complete incident matrix? Mind it, complete incident matrix will be constructed from the oriented graph, and mind it, this complete incident matrix provides the information about the oriented graph in a matrix form. So I can write down, it is the matrix which is formed from the oriented graph, and it gives the complete information about the oriented graph. Now how this complete incident matrix will be constructed, you can see complete incident matrix will be CIM, denoted by capital A small a. On column, you have to write down all the nodes present, like A, B, C, D are the nodes. And on row wise, there are branches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Clear? You have to write down column wise nodes and row wise branches. And there is one more important term in CIM, that towards the node positive, away the node negative, and not connected is equal to 0. So this is the layout of CIM. Now I can explain you how this CIM can be obtained by using this complete incident matrix can be obtained by oriented graph. Now you can see this is the oriented graph that I have constructed from the circuit. है यही?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now after watching this oriented graph, and the question is, this oriented graph comes from ordinary graph, and the ordinary graph comes from the circuit. Now if you have an oriented graph, you can obtain its CIM. How? You can write down this CIM is equals to AA. What you have to do, on column wise you have to write down A, B, C, D, these are the nodes, and on row wise you have to write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because here we have 5 branches, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Clear? Now you can see, you can tell me branch number 1 linked between two nodes. कौन कौन से nodes के बीच में branch number 1 linked है? ध्यान से देखिए, branch number 1 किस किस के nodes के बीच में link है? क्या branch number 1 A और D के बीच में link है या नहीं है?
Yes, sir. AD में.
A और D के बीच में है ना?
Yes, sir.
तो that means A और D में 1 1 रहेगा, बाकियों में 0 0 रहेगा. पहली चीज. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
अब देखिए ब्रांच नंबर 2. ब्रांच नंबर 2 A एंड B के बीच में लिंक है. दैट मींस A और B के बीच में 1 1 रहेगा, बाकियों की जगह 0 0 आएगा. आ रहा है? आ रहा है बच्चे?
Yes, sir.
ब्रांच नंबर 3 देख लीजिए, B एंड D, B1 एंड D1. ब्रांच नंबर 4 B एंड C, 1 1. ब्रांच नंबर 5 C एंड D. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, यू कैन चेक ब्रांच नंबर 1 एरो किसकी तरफ है, ए की तरफ या डी की तरफ?
ए की तरफ.
तो जिसकी तरफ नहीं होगा वो नेगेटिव होगा.
नेगेटिव होगा।
That is why I am here. Write down. नीचे देखिए मैंने क्या लिखा हुआ है. Towards node positive, away node negative, और अगर कोई भी नहीं है तो not connected. That means you can see on the diagram branch number 2 किस किस के बीच में लिंक है बच्चे? A और B. So that means A will be negative, B will be positive. So you see branch number 2 A is negative, B is positive. Clear है?
यस सर।
ब्रांच नंबर 3 बी और डी, इनमें बी नेगेटिव होगा, डी पॉजिटिव होगा. ब्रांच नंबर 4 बी सी, बी नेगेटिव, सी पॉजिटिव. एंड ब्रांच नंबर 5 सी डी, सी नेगेटिव एंड डी नेगेटिव. So this is called as a complete incident matrix denoted by AA. Clear है? कोई doubt? Anybody having any doubt related to the CIM?
नो सर।
Okay. So there is one of the most important property of the CIM that you must can understand. Now, what is this property? This property says if you add any of the column of the CIM, the result will be equal to 0. I can again repeat, CIM has a unique property, and according to this property, if you add any of the column, the resultant will be equal to 0. For example, you can see on your CIM, in this matrix you have 5 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. आप किसी भी कॉलम को ऐड कर लीजिए, इंडिविजुअल ऐड कर लीजिए. लाइक कॉलम नंबर 1 को ऐड करते हैं, रिजल्ट 0. कॉलम नंबर 2 को ऐड करते हैं, रिजल्ट 0, 3, 4 and 5, so on. So that means CIM has a unique property. If you add any of the column, the resultant will be equal to 0. But if the resultant is not equal to 0, that means आपका कहीं ना कहीं गलत हुआ है, आपका CIM सही नहीं है. So after making the CIM, you must check this property that if you add any of the column, the resultant will be equal to 0. Is this clear to all of you? So this is all about on today's lecture, that how a circuit can be converted into the graph. So when you convert a circuit into the graph, you can get an ordinary graph and oriented graph. If the direction of the current is not mentioned, it is called as ordinary graph. And if the direction of the current is mentioned, it is called as oriented graph. Number 2, after constructing the oriented graph, you are making the CIM. The CIM is called as complete incident matrix, denoted by capital A, small a, and in which we have row wise there are branches and column wise there are nodes. So in between a branch, it is connected between the 2 nodes, and towards the node it is positive, away the node it is negative, and not connected is equal to 0. So anybody having any doubt, he or she can ask me. I can put this on the video. You can watch this video carefully. And if you further have any doubt, you can comment me on my WhatsApp also on a video. So it will be quite beneficial to all of you.